If you have to put someone on a pedestal, put teachers. They are society's heroes. The duties of a teacher are neither few nor small, but they elevate the mind and give energy to the character. The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher. Your heart is slightly bigger than the average human heart, but that's because you're a teacher. Teachers can change lives with just the right mix of chalk and challenges. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Students, don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It is not what is poured into a student that counts, but what is planted. Teachers have 3 loves: love of learning, love of learners, and the love of bringing the first 2 loves together. The art of teaching is the art of assisting discovery. Education doesn't just make us smarter, it makes us whole. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. I am indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops. I like a teacher who gives you something to take home to think about besides homework. I have learned silence from the talkative, toleration from the intolerant, and kindness from the unkind. Yet, strange, I am ungrateful to those teachers. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. A teacher who is attempting to teach without inspiring the pupil with a desire to learn is hammering on cold iron. Good teachers know how to bring out the best in students. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Change is the end result of all true learning. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. The learning process continues until the day you die. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. Develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. They know enough who know how to learn. Education is the ability to listen to almost anything without losing your temper or your self-confidence. They cannot stop me. I will get my education if it is in the home, school, or any place. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Education is the ability to meet life situations. Learning starts with failure. The first failure is the beginning of education. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. Education consists.
Good evening, everybody. Could you please confirm if I'm audible? Could you please put a yes in the chat box if I'm audible? All right. Okay. Thank you. Good evening once again. Thank you all for registering and attending this national level online faculty development program on outcome-based education and application of generative AI in teaching and research, organized by the Internal Quality Assurance and IQAC of Gauhati University, Assam, in association with IPSR Solutions Limited. Today, we would like to welcome Dr. Suresh Nampatri, who is the Director of SPR Technologies, Pune. He will be the resource person once again for today. And we would like to welcome all the FTP participants of today. Now, about this FTP, This is a 1-week FTP program with live sessions from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is actually the 6th day of our FTP. Now, fee for the LMS access and processing of certificate is rupees 400. All the participants who are paid the processing fee will receive the LMS access, the video recording for all the days, and the provision to download your FTP completion certificate. The procedure for receiving your certificate will be informed to you towards the end of the FTP, that is tomorrow. And if you have not yet made the payment, you can make the payment of rupees 400 to the account details I will shortly put in the chat. If you are unable to attend any of the live sessions, they will be available in the LMS. We have shared the LMS access details through emails to those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp till yesterday. Those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp today will receive the LMS access details later in the day or by tomorrow. If you have any trouble in attending the WebEx online session, you can also join the YouTube live sessions. The link I will put in the chat now. My name is Sijin Jacob George. I'm working as Global Relations Manager with IPSR Solutions Limited, and I will be the event moderator. Now, coming on to today's technical session. Today's technical session, the topic will be Generative AI for Research. This will be delivered by Dr. Suresh Nambudri, Director of SPO Technologies, Pune. A short description about Dr. Suresh Nambudri. Dr. Suresh Nambudri is a product design specialist in automobiles, consumer electronics, home appliances, computers, and telecommunication with over 30 years of industry experience. Currently, Dr. Suresh Nambudri is working as the Director of SPO Technologies, Pune. He has served as a resource person for faculty development programs in the topic of outcome-based education, critical and creative thinking, ChatGPT and AI tools for educators, design thinking, etc. He is currently collaborating with HEIs and IITs and NITs and other premier institutions for improving the availability of students. He is a mentor, researcher, and an educator in addition to a senior corporate consultant. He is a BTech Mechanical, MTech Production Engineering, and MBA New Product Development. His PhD research subject is cognitive rigor requirement for startup and entrepreneurship. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sachin, for the introduction and good evening to all. First of all, I congratulate all of you because you felt like attending this program because now the future is, or we can say that future has already entangled into artificial intelligence, automation, and critical thinking. So I am taking session for you for 2 days, means yesterday what I have spoken to you, I will speak about that as a recap, that we have discussed why we need OBE, means why OBE is so important for our country and for each one of us. And I was specifically telling that OBE might be a last chance for our country to survive as an economic power. The reason is we need to be inventors. We cannot remain as followers. We cannot remain with the same principles of Lord Macaulay. Therefore, what is to be done? And the key points what I discussed yesterday is every educational visionaries definition about education, or every education definition can be traced back to just to one particular concept, that take the students from lower level of Bloom's taxonomy to the higher level of Bloom's taxonomy. Based on that, I have shown you what we need to do. There are 3 important things we need to do for that. First is literacy. Develop literacy to construct insight. With that, the students can graduate from remembering level of Bloom's taxonomy to the comprehension level of Bloom's taxonomy. Then we need critical and creative thinking. With that alone, students can travel from, they can raise themselves from comprehension level of Bloom's taxonomy to the apply level of Bloom's taxonomy. And to do anything beyond that, that is higher order thinking, we need idea exposure and worldview. Idea exposure and worldview. These are the three important steps. Then I explained to you yesterday that there is a platform called Bloom's OBE Lab that builds all the qualitative requirements of OBE, all the qualitative requirements, because according to Dr. William Spady, we must build a quality in the institution before we venture into attainment calculations. Therefore, this is the key thing. We must make sure that students are attaining the quality. Institution is developing an ecosystem for that quality before we venturing into attainment calculation. That was the first thing I discussed. Second, I was explaining to you 100 plus ways to build exciting classroom with the ChatGPT, or 110 ways to use ChatGPT for an exciting classroom. Even though these are all the things, I normally take 1 day workshop for faculty as part of faculty development program. But this 1 hour, I can only speak. I can give you the outline. I can give you the details of this, and you need to work further on this. So today, what I am going to do is the most important thing. I am going to speak to you regarding artificial intelligence for high impact research. This artificial intelligence for high impact research, I normally take it as a 2 days workshop. But here I am going to explain to you the key points of that, how to use artificial intelligence for high impact research. So before going that, yesterday I promised we will go for what is a little bit about prompt engineering, so that this particular prompting that will help you to do your own prompting better, and you will start getting better results. So let me start the sharing my presentation. Or my screen is visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. Now let us start our session today. Today, first half an hour, I am going to speak about prompting. I am going to speak about prompting. We must understand the importance of prompting that I discussed yesterday. Prompting is the literacy for the future. Means what are the things you need to do with the generative AI? The important thing you should learn, you should be proficient is the prompting. Don't get confused with the prompt engineering and all. It is engineering means engineering is nothing but engineering is nothing but arrange to do something to happen. That's all. So you are actually crafting prompts. That's what the prompt engineering is. Why I am saying prompting is the literacy of the future. The reason is if you want to make video, if you want to make images, if you want to make a code, if you want to make an animation, if you want to make a research, whatever, if you want to make a data analysis, everything you need prompts. Therefore, every teacher, every researcher, every student must know prompting. Now, when we are speaking about prompting, I will tell you, you go to internet, there are so many people speaking about prompting, and there are so many, especially on Instagram, they say you pay 199 rupees, you will get 3,500 prompts, and you buy those prompts, you will see that what type of the thing, all written something like a English grammar. I will show you here. See, 3 ChatGPT prompts for writing attractive cover letters. You will get a prompt. Means, now you see here. ChatGPT prompt for social media. ChatGPT cheat sheet for job interview success in 2024. Best ChatGPT prompts for content creators. Fix your profile using ChatGPT. On Instagram, how to write your profile. There are prompts for that. The ultimate ChatGPT cheat sheet for job seekers. It means you get a resume template, LinkedIn template, all these type of things. And then it comes, and we think that prompt engineering is just English grammar. Prompting, you go through what are all the prompts you get. You come to a something feeling that prompt engineering is just writing some English. Means it is on. But situation is not that. That is only 1% of AI's capabilities. If you want to use the rest of the 99% of the AI's capabilities for your work, your personalized research, your personalized classroom work, you must know how to prompt. Let me explain to you this one by one within 30 minutes. What are the things, what are those 99% prompt can do? First thing is this one, idea augmentation. That is idea augmentation in the sense your idea can be expanded with the prompting and expanding your thinking horizon, knowledge synthesis, personalized learning, enhanced creativity tools, automated problem solving. These are some of the things, balance 99% thing you will enjoy if you understand prompting. That is the importance of prompting. With the limited time, let me explain to you the importance and how it is to be approached. See, when you speak about prompt, just to go and start prompting, that is not the right approach. I will tell you some of the reasonable thing. See, this image, it is garbage in, garbage out. If you are inputting garbage to the computer, we can expect an inflated garbage coming out. But therefore, what we need to know is that quality of the questions decides the quality of the answers. Quality of the question decides the quality of answers. So, onus of getting a quality answer is remaining on the questionnaire. So, person who is asking question should be conscious about what quality of the answer one has to get. This is important for prompting. Second point is that, don't go. The skill and ability to question the answers lead to new knowledge generation. As I was telling you yesterday, the skill and ability to question the answers, that leads to new knowledge generation. telling only finding answers for somebody's question is not going to create any new knowledge, to create any new knowledge. It is only our ability to question the answers. This is very important for ChatGPT or Gemini, generative AI usage. If you are good in these two, I will say that well begun is half done. You are going to be, you are in the right path. Now, let me come to this. Why questions are crucial? I am not speaking religion here, but you know that in our ancient Indian education system, it was actually grounded or founded on Upanishad and Vedas. Upanishads and Vedas. This is Prashna Upanishad. There are 108 Upanishads and there is a hierarchy for that. In this 108, the hierarchy number 4 is Prashna Upanishad. What Prashna Upanishad says? It is showing the importance of asking question, because incisive questions spark innovation. We need to understand we had such a great heritage for education. Our universities like Nalanda and Takshila and all, they were Ivy Leagues of that time. So the students from various continents, they used to come and stay in Nalanda, Takshila, etc. to get an admission. And from that time, why we came to this situation, these things will be revealing. The secret of ancient Indian education system is not chanting sloga. It is not the religion. It is not Gurukul. But what it was, it is really the making students human. That is making students or humans human. What is the difference between animal and human being? Because there is no cow developed a motorcycle. There is no horse developed on Instagram. Then why we are the most superior species? Why? The reason is that there are two things. There is a lot of research on what makes our human beings the most superior species on Earth. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, there is a very concise definition there. There are two attributes. There are two ways, two reasons human beings are the most superior species. The point number one is abstract reasoning power, the power for doing abstract reasoning. Second is articulated speaking. These are the two things making human. Our ancient Indian education system was totally focused on this. And education was through questioning. Education was through debates. So that is why I am coming to the second one. Education was through debates. You know this, you know Shankaracharya Chandan Mishra debate. These are all very famous. So this was the reason they could actually make very high standard education the entire world was envious of. So therefore, these are the foundations of good prompt engineering. I will tell you abstract reasoning, articulated speaking. These are the fundamentals, how you are going to build good prompts. Now, let me go directly to prompt. See, what is a prompt? Prompt is just an instruction given. I am sure that 99% of you would have used ChatGPT for one purpose or another. So what we are putting there in that text box, that is what the prompt. We are giving an instruction to ChatGPT to what to do. And that is what the prompt is. And prompt is not a keyword. ChatGPT and generative AI is not Google. In Google, we give keywords. In ChatGPT, we give prompt. Because Google is going to give us search results based on that keyword, based on those keywords. But in the case of ChatGPT, it is giving us answers. So the answer is different. The search results are different. So this is what our prompt is. It's an instruction, or it is written in generative AI. A prompt is an input given to the model to guide its output. please understand, guide its output, not to get output, to guide. What way we should get the output is guided with the prompt. I will tell you more in future. So prompt engineering is the method of crafting, creating specific inputs. That's all. Prompt engineers optimize inputs to interact well with the AI model. AI model in the sense large language model, that is ChatGPT, Gemini, etc., helping them to perform a task better. That is what the prompt engineering. Now I will tell you. Now I'll tell you the magic prompt formula. So this one, please understand in the beginning, whatever you do, whatever you make it as a prompt, you must follow this. This is the basic magic prompt formula. From here, how we expand, I will explain to you now. This is context, means every prompt should have a context, task, instruction. These are the three things must. Then if possible, give example or data. I will show you later. Example or data. Context, task, instruction, example or data. So this one, this thing, the detail. Now I am coming to the first stage of prompting. Now I wanted to tell you that our team has developed about 31 ways of prompting, 31 major ways of prompting, and there are subdivisions for that. These 31, you won't see there on internet, because about 20 of these are developed by us because of our own requirement, because we develop real AI products for Indian educational system. Therefore, we develop this. My request is that please give complete attention, because there is no time for repeating, and with limited time, I want to give you maximum information. So first, I wanted to tell you that input-output prompting. This is the very beginning. You know that which is the capital city of India? New Delhi. It is something like that. This is what input output. See, here you will see a schematic diagram. Input leads to an output. Okay, this is a very simple. Even you can ask a complex question, but it is directly giving to an output. This is the simplest. But when we are coming to the next, I will tell you the input process output. Input. Why I am speaking about this, I will tell you. I hear many people say that this is what I got from ChatGPT. I really wanted to give them a slap. The reason is, you cannot say this is what you got from ChatGPT, because you can get the same thing in 1 million ways in ChatGPT. All depends upon the way you prompt. If you are getting stupidity from ChatGPT, because your prompt was stupid. Therefore, how this can be tweaked? When I said that you can get it in 1 million ways, I will show you how. Input, process, output. Input can be in any way, whichever way you want. Process, you can instruct ChatGPT to do work in this way. You can give complete instruction. It is in your control. That means input is in your control, process is in your control. Then output, in which format it has to be, it is in your control. It is in your control. Which way, what length, or which genre, in whichever way you want, this is in your control. Therefore, a ChatGPT can give the same output in 1 million ways or more than that. All depends upon the way in which you ask ChatGPT to. That is the power of the prompt. I will show you here. For example, you are giving an input, you are giving an instruction. I am telling here in this way. Formal versus informal tone can be output. Output, you can change the complexity of information. You can tell that Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, you explain in a way a 5-year-old can understand. 10-year-old can understand. The 20-year-old can understand and visualize. You can tell everything, it will do in whatever way you ask for. Then general specific prompt, emotion or sentiment. You can tell the same Pythagoras theorem. You explain in an emotional way and you tell which emotion you want. It will explain like that. Factual versus creative output. There are certain settings like temperature, etc. Even you can tell you be more creative. You know that when you are telling ChatGPT to be more creative, it will become less and less factual. Bullet tabular format for output or JSON output, so that you can control it in various ways. Now let us go to the next one. Here it is a role or persona. I was explaining about this a little yesterday. We can always assign a role to ChatGPT. From that moment, ChatGPT will start behaving. It is that. As I was telling you yesterday, you can tell ChatGPT you are a chore, you are a thief. Then ChatGPT will start behaving like a chore or a thief. You tell ChatGPT you are a police. Then ChatGPT will start behaving like ChatGPT is a police. So therefore, next time, whenever you go for a prompt, always tell ChatGPT who is ChatGPT. For example, if you want ChatGPT to behave like a professor of economics or a dean of economics at Gauhati University, you can tell like this: act as a dean of economics at Gauhati University. Full stop. Then you tell what are the things to be done. It will start behaving in that way. Therefore, this is what role or persona prompting. Now let us go third one. It is I told you the first one, it was about input output prompt, that you can control input, you can control the instruction, how the processing is to be done, and you can control the output. Second, I was telling you that you can give a persona to ChatGPT. So from today onwards, don't use ChatGPT without giving a persona to that. Whatever calculation you do or whatever answer you are trying to get from ChatGPT, always give a persona. I will show you that one. Act as a so and so, or you can say that you are an expert in outcome-based education. Then ChatGPT will behave that, yes, I am an expert of outcome-based education. Not me. The ChatGPT will think that it is an expert in OBE. Therefore, always give like this. Now, third one, I request you, even if you forget everything, don't forget this. That is, let us think step by step. Is a very important prompting method. Let us think step by step. I will tell you what is this. Let us think step by step. If you have problem with understanding one particular portion of a foreign book or a chunk of text or a difficult problem, you just to copy them and put it on ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, let us think step by step. ChatGPT will make it all simplified step by step for you. Any GRE question or any of this foreign textbook, you know that in the end they won't give the workout examples in the end. You take those questions and put here and tell, let us think step by step. Like the world's best guru, it will explain one by one to you. It will. So what is the end? What is the inference of this? From today, if you are going to use let us think step by step, nothing will be tough for you. Nothing will be not understandable for you. You can understand anything just to use this particular ChatGPT. I am going little fast because I have already reached 7:30. I will take the time up to 7:40 for this, so that a few more magical prompting techniques. At least I will show you 9 to 10 out of 31. So 0, 1 and few short prompts. Don't get confused with the old terminology here, because these are all machine learning. These are all machine learning NLP type of terminology, but don't get, I will explain to you. 0, 1 and few short prompts. ChatGPT has got a very peculiar behavior. You ask a question and you give an example answer. ChatGPT believes that, oh, this is the format or this is the type of the answer the person is expecting. Now, I will tell you that. Now, suppose you are asking ChatGPT, which city is the capital city of Assam? Which city is the capital city of Assam? Then you write example, Mumbai is the capital of Maharashtra. Now ChatGPT, this is a very simple example, but with this ChatGPT will understand that what type of answer you are expecting. Actually, when Fukan sir has written Gauhati is the capital of Assam, but my understanding is that it is Dispur. Dispur is not very far from Gauhati, but Dispur is the capital of Assam. Yes. Then now I am going to tell you. Now I am going to tell you an important point here. Please listen carefully, because if you understand this example, you will learn a lot about ChatGPT and the power of generative AI. Please understand this. I want to make a chicken salad. I am going to tell ChatGPT, act as world's greatest chef. Act as world's greatest chef, and tell me the recipe for a chicken salad. This is what my prompt. Then I am going to write example. I write about paneer chili. I will write a recipe. Second, I will write a recipe another. Means I have written two of my favorite recipes. That is the way in which I prepare food with these two recipes. Then I am telling ChatGPT to create a recipe for a chicken salad. Do you know what ChatGPT is going to do? ChatGPT will understand my taste from these two recipes. That means ChatGPT will get the essence of my taste and my preparation style from these two recipes. This particular style, ChatGPT will apply into chicken salad recipe. So this is what the magic. Please, I request you to understand this particular example very well. I have given two of my favorite recipes, and I am telling ChatGPT to create a recipe for chicken salad. It will investigate, it will analyze, it will understand what is the unique thing of these individual two recipes. And this insight it will use to create another recipe for me. This is the power of ChatGPT. If you can understand this power of ChatGPT, then from here onwards, you launch yourself to another orbit. Because as I was telling you yesterday, I am a person 60 plus. I really feel like I got about 15 years more for my life because of this ChatGPT. You are all much younger to me. I know that you will be getting 50 years more if you can really understand ChatGPT. As I tell everyone, ChatGPT is not for speeding our work. ChatGPT is not for doing something quick. ChatGPT is not for going somewhere fast. ChatGPT is for spreading your wings. ChatGPT is for expanding your horizon. ChatGPT is for reaching somewhere you would not have reached with your life. These are all the things if you are using it with the prompting. Now let us go to the next one. Interaction prompt. Okay. From here onwards, I want to show you something. Let me go to ChatGPT. Interaction prompt. See, I am going to show you one thing of an Now, please look here. I am going to show you an interaction prompt. I am going to tell ChatGPT to work as a lab instructor in chemistry lab. And I am going to tell ChatGPT to see, act as a chemistry lab instructor. I have to perform a salt analysis. I am given with a substance whose description is given below. Please guide me how to do the salt analysis till the end. That means guide me till I identify the salt. Only provide one step at a time. The description of the substance, I am putting it as yellow powder. Now you will see how ChatGPT is guiding me for the salt analysis till I find the salt. I am going to click next. See, now ChatGPT is telling me as a step one, do the physical examination and a preliminary test. Then ChatGPT is telling me what is the procedure. It is telling me you do these things and tell me what is the result. We have done this type of salt analysis in chemistry labs using ChatGPT. Means you will, in the end, ChatGPT will take you logically till the end of the salt analysis. This is what interactive nature of the nature of ChatGPT. I will show you another one. I will show you another example of interaction with the ChatGPT. See, create an interactive quiz. This you can do in the classroom. Create an interactive quiz on the given topic with the 10 questions. Ask me a multiple choice question and I will respond. If I get wrong, first give me a hint. If I am wrong again, provide me with a correct answer and an explanation. Then provide me with a new question. In this and in the end display my score out of 10. The topic kinematics of machinery. So in this way, ChatGPT will really, you can call students and you can do it is in the class. I will show you another one in an interactive, you can even make an interactive quiz like this. Means you can tell ChatGPT, act as a visionary examiner and ask me a question from the remember stage of Bloom's taxonomy. Or one thing, ask me a question from the comprehension level of Bloom's taxonomy. If I am wrong, ask me the second question from the remember stage of Bloom's taxonomy. If I am right, then you take me to this level of Bloom's taxonomy. So that it can be taken in this it can be taken in this way, higher and higher. This is what the interaction prompts. Now the time, let me explain to you something. Let us think about this prompt. If you want to write something, a detailed thing about this, you need not write anything about this. There is a secret for ChatGPT. You suppose you want to write an essay about Olympics. You just write like this. Let us think about this Olympics. Write an essay. Let us think about this is a very powerful thing for ChatGPT. ChatGPT will start thinking about that a lot and it will write the proper thing. There is something called a seed word, seed phrase. If you want to write certain things, you only need to write that seed phrase, this, seed word, this. It is not the keyword, it is a seed word. You know the difference between what is key and what is seed. Then this is one self-consistency prompt. You please understand this is a self-consistency in the sense, suppose you have got a question paper of a previous year. If you want to create a similar question paper, you only need to upload that question paper and you can tell ChatGPT to create a question paper inconsistent with that question paper. This is what called self-consistency prompt. There are great applications of this. On the left-hand side, you will see many examples, but I take one day for teaching this. But in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I cannot do this. But please understand, this is the way. These are all the great opportunities with prompt engineering. Now, into this knowledge generation prompt. As I was telling you earlier, questioning the answers generates new knowledge. This is the knowledge generation prompt. You can create new knowledge with the ChatGPT. Only thing you should know how to prompt, how to really push ChatGPT to the corner, how to interrogate ChatGPT. These are the real power. Just asking a question, getting an answer is only 1% use of ChatGPT. We are here speaking about the 99%, balance 99% of ChatGPT. Okay, this is knowledge integration prompt. You know that. What is knowledge integration? You know, this is interdisciplinary. This is the area of interdisciplinary. There is no one product. There is one process that is coming only from one discipline. Even the specs which I am wearing, it has got some 3 or 4 domains, and these are all integrated. In the similar way, knowledge integration prompts, you can gain the knowledge from here, knowledge from here, and how to integrate it in the way in which you want. ChatGPT can do that. Only thing you should know how to prompt. It is coming to okay. Now I am going to stop here, because now let us go for our main theme today. I have already consumed 43 minutes of our two hours for speaking about AI and prompting. I hope you got at least some taste of prompting and some other thing how to use prompting, so that from tomorrow or from today after this class, the output you get from prompting or from the ChatGPT will be much superior. Now I am going back to another very important thing, that is AI for research. Now let me speak about this. I think there are certain questions here. I will answer this question, then I will go. Okay, okay, Padmini madam said that Dispur is just a locality within Gauhati. Okay, because I have been to Gauhati, so that I know about that. Okay, there is a from Absenas. Sir, nowadays most teachers, students are using ChatGPT to solve a problem fast. I will rather appreciate if you can focus on what are the limitations of ChatGPT, such as image processing not possible, audio we can not play in ChatGPT. Please focus on limitations of ChatGPT. Okay, please focus on limitations of ChatGPT. Actually, that one I forgot to tell you. Yesterday, our 110 ways to use ChatGPT in the classroom. Our last two modules are only to explain how to cheat the cheaters, or how to create the assignments in such a way that students will not be able to do this. I will try my best to complete to take that one and explain to you. Okay, what is context in the formula in prompt, such as instruction, as task and instruction look the same? It is not. Context in the sense, what is the situation? You are going to tell what is the background. What is the background? So this is we need to tell ChatGPT that what is the background. That it also involves what is the persona. So Soumya madam, sir, kindly suggest good reference materials and textbooks for undergraduate PhD. Madam, actually this is not a forum for that, but you have my phone number. You please call me some other time. I will always speak to you. Okay. So now let us go to the next part, that is our ChatGPT for high impact research. Is my screen visible?
No, not yet, sir.
Is my screen visible?
No, sir. Not yet.
Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay. Now I am going to speak about artificial intelligence for high impact research. Now, before we speak about high impact research, we need to tell one important point. As I was telling you yesterday, that 95 rupees worth of copper, aluminium, glass, molybdenum, etc. are converted to 1.72 lakh rupees of an iPhone. That is the result of a good research. When Apple computers, they develop a particular vision, one particular equipment, and they are confidently putting $3,500 for that, and there are people standing in the queue and buying it. That is the result of high impact research. Making papers, publishing, and with the no consequence of that, it is not high impact research. You know that there was a previous director of Indian Institute of Science. He claims he published some 1,600 papers and he got a Bharat Ratna also for that. But there is nothing came out of it. If you see his total service and divided by number of papers, you will see that every 6 days he was publishing a paper. So when you are only publishing paper, ultimately it doesn't have any consequence. That is not going to give any use to anybody other than the paper who published the a person who published that person. We are not speaking about such a thing. We are actually investigating. We are actually thinking what is to be done for getting a good research that can actually reduce the pain of our fellow citizen, and it can make Indian rupee a more valuable. How to make 1 rupee is equal to $1. How to make Americans stand in New York in front of Indian embassy to visit India. This is what we need. This is the actual result if we are going through high impact research. That is what I am going to speak here now. And this is what our requirement. We need to improve. But at the same time, we have to understand what is the current reality, and based on that, what we can do. Now, I am going to speak something very, very important. My request is that please give your complete attention here. You know, go to any campus, you will see research scholars. You will see you will see faculty members. They have to publish papers, but most of them are in this particular situation. There are books, there are something, and they are totally confused, full of exclamations or questions. They are on fire, and the time is running. This is a situation. And if now in the current last 1 year, if anyone go with a search to internet, you will see that lot of help on internet. for researchers. When I started studying artificial intelligence, means generative artificial intelligence, about 1.5 years ago, there were only some 20, 30 AI tools. Now there are more than 35,000, and every week they are adding about 1,000 more. So this is the situation. Now let me tell you, a confused, a researcher, research scholar, what type of advices that person will get. I did a study on this. All the AI tools available, I made some grouping. See, AI tools are there for searching literature, like a site assistant, consensus, SciSpace, Synapse. You will see Semantic Scholar. There are many for searching literature. There are many other things, connected papers, Litmaps, Elicit, Research Rabbit. These are all for literature review. Means searching literature, literature review, then for content generation, then for chat, summarize and paraphrase, Quillbot and Open Scholarly, etc. Then there are tools for data analysis and grammar check, paper editing, etc. These are type of tools we find on internet. But I want to tell you one very important secret. These are all the tools. They are only taking only 5% power of artificial intelligence. These are all collectively scattering to only 5% of the artificial intelligence. I am sitting here to speak about the rest of the 95%. How you can use artificial intelligence to full 100%, so that you can apply it for your research and for your paper publication. Now, I will tell you a story. See, I belong to Kerala state, Kottayam, Kerala. My father told me this story. During his youth, in my village, there was so much of problem of mosquitoes. And mosquitoes used to create so much of fever, diseases, and many people died. Then they tried to use all methods, and they could not. They could not come out of this mosquito menace. That time in the newspaper there was an advertisement: 100% success. There is a mosquito killing device. You buy. If your mosquitoes don't get killed with this, we will give you 5 times money back. And that time, a bank officer used to get about 40 to 50 rupees salary per month. This particular equipment, what they were claiming, it used to cost some 25 rupees. Many people send this 25 rupees to a company in Delhi. Everybody within some few weeks, they got a particular packet. Do you know what was inside the packet? 100% mosquito killing. The packet was one small, that is about 2 inch by 2 inch, one iron plate and a small hammer. You take the mosquito, put it on that plate, hit, mosquito will die. If it doesn't die, then the company will give the money. This is what I feel when I see all the AI tools there on internet. They forget what is the real research. They forget where exactly the research scholars are struggling. They forget what is the real thing, real essence of a research. These are all the things, like if you have the mosquito, then you can hit. This is what all these research tools, that is what I said, it is only 5% of the thing. Now let me speak about the rest of the 95%. What exactly a research can do? See, if you use properly AI, first thing is instant ideation expansion. Like even with a mere spark of thought, AI must aid the researcher in rapidly broadening and refining ideas, providing a fertile ground for research expansion. That is what the first thing to do, a real AI for research platform. That is what the requirement. Second is uninterrupted research flow. You please go to any campus across India. You speak to any research scholar, 99% of those research scholars are in one condition. They are stuck. They are stuck. They do not know how to proceed. And it is at the same time, the research guides are totally frustrated. The research scholars are not rising to their expectation. And there are so much of Cold War. I need not tell about this thing. Every one of you would have experienced or experiencing or going to experience. Okay, now critical thinking amplification. You know one important thing about critical thinking that I was telling you yesterday. Critical thinking is the basic, that is the foundation of research. But in India, critical thinking is not taught at all. In any subject, I did so much of research. Where is critical thinking taught in India? I found only in one syllabus that at least I saw that one, nursing. In nursing, they teach critical thinking. That is the only place I feel. Other places I never seen. So this is what critical thinking amplification. The Indian research scholars need great help on critical thinking. Another one is time efficiency boost. See, what traditionally took months of groundwork can now be achieved in mere hours or, in my opinion, minutes, thanks to the application of vast knowledge base and rapid processing capabilities. These are the time efficiency boost. None of those tools are actually giving that type of a benefit to the research scholar. Then horizon broadening. As I was telling you yesterday, if we only think within what are the exposure we have got. There is nothing called outside the box. We can only think about and rearranging what is inside our box, that is inside our brain. So when we are thinking about, when we are speaking about a theory, what is the horizon? What is the application? These are the things we cannot think. AI can really help us with that. Innovation catalyst. Innovation. If you go with the ChatGPT with the right to prompting, ChatGPT will help you for innovation. Now, I will tell you that in India, still, I feel crying. In India, still, there are thousands and thousands of people. They are not convinced about the power of AI. That is the reason at this age, I am sitting here and speaking to you. These people, they are not convinced about that. If you are using ChatGPT properly, you will see that you all will become innovations. Even you can see country like China, about 10 years ago, they were nowhere. Now if you take your QS ranking, time ranking, whichever it is, in the top 10, top 25, they are dominating. And now with the ChatGPT and with generative AI, they are going to be in a very higher level. If we are going to say no, if we are going to be suspicious, if we are going to be hesitant, we are going to be in the totally backbench. We cannot afford such a situation. So ChatGPT for research, it is actually an innovation catalyst. It is a motivation multiplier. I am going little fast. Dynamic data assimilation. These are all the power of, these are the thing, 95%. I told you I am going to speak about the rest of the 95%. Evolutionary idea adaptation. See, evolutionary idea adaptation means what? The research is a journey. If it is a 3 years, if it is a 4 years, we are starting with an idea, we are starting with a question. And when we pass through the journey, any sensible person will get evolved. That is the reason I tell everyone, all the research scholars, when you get PhD, from a distance, a person should be able to tell that, yeah, that person has got PhD, because that type of a knowledge should radiate from you. That if you have to evolve like that, you must use certain things. AI will help that one. Rapid literature synthesis. Forget literature review. Forget having 120 PDFs in front of you. ChatGPT or with the prompting, you can actually get exactly the synthesis of the literature, synthesis of what is there. You can actually control it. Then I need not introduce bias detection and neutralization. Then adaptive learning edge. That is, AI's continuous learning ensures that researchers always work with the most advanced and updated tool set, leading to pioneering outcome. advanced visualization tools, scalable search modularity, all these things are achievable. This is what I say, 95% more. This is specifically great thing for Indian researchers, research scholars, and research guides. Now, with the time limitation, I am going little fast, but I am going to show you some of the very interesting things which you might not find anywhere. Now, I am going to tell you 12 reasons why generative AI doesn't lead to plagiarism. Plagiarism is for somebody who cannot prompt. Plagiarism or is for somebody who cannot question ChatGPT. Plagiarism is for somebody who doesn't know how to give instructions and directions to ChatGPT. Okay, now I am going to show you this 12 reasons. First thing is that, first reason, when you do custom prompting, see, I will answer all questions in the end. Now let me go with the flow. So, but one thing, if anyone has not received answers from me because of some time pressure, I repeat my telephone number. Yeah, there is WhatsApp on that. Please call me if you are not getting the answer, because I am responsible for giving you the answer. It is 967 367 0033. So here, when you do custom prompting, what you are actually getting is original generation. I will challenge you, because you do a custom prompting. What output you get from ChatGPT, copy it, put it in double quotes and put it on Google and search. You will see that such a thing is not existing in the world. Means Google is not able to find such a thing. Now, user input, the quality and specificity of the generated text often depend on the user's skill in crafting a prompt. Means with your input, the outputs are continuously changing. So there is nothing that it can be taken as a plagiarism. Tool, not a source. ChatGPT is a tool. It is not a source. So you are actually using it as a tool. It is something like Michelangelo used a chisel for creating three-dimensional sculptures. It is exactly the same. No claim of authorship. Whatever you get from ChatGPT, there is no claim of authorship. I will tell you one example. About 2 months ago, ChatGPT's company specifically said, if anybody catching you, taking you to court with the plagiarism with the ChatGPT's output, ChatGPT will come and fight for you. ChatGPT will come and fight for you in the court. So that is the reason, that is the main thing in this. Now, ethical use guidelines. There is no legal precedent. Collaborative creation. Now, contextual adaptability. Now, let me go a little first. Avoid plagiarism. Why custom prompting avoids plagiarism? How custom prompts can help you achieve originality. See, this is a study, but I don't have time to explain this thing. This really shows that research is a cognitive challenge. Research is a cognitive challenge. It is not a physical challenge. Because research is a cognitive challenge, research is a cognitive challenge. It is not a physical challenge. So we can use ChatGPT for getting cognitive inputs from ChatGPT for our research. Okay. Now I am coming back to this. This is a 10-step process of research methodology. I am showing you in detail. Here on the right-hand side, you will see This is a 10-step process of research methodology. This is developed by a group of professors from Ivy League universities, and they are some of the best researchers in the world. This is a developed by them, and I am going to show you some important thing with this. The most important thing about research using AI is critical thinking. I am going to speak about applied critical thinking for research with the AI. This critical thinking is not taught in India, and even in research methodology class, critical thinking is not taught. So here I am going to show you a well-designed critical thinking framework for research purpose. So in the beginning, it is like this. You must apply intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning so that you develop intellectual traits, and these intellectual traits will develop high impact research. See, as I was telling you in the beginning, I am a product design specialist with a lot of experience in research. Means research and the development. One of the biggest project what I did is roof and floor design of Toyota Innova. That is a Toyota Innova Krista, roof and floor. For this purpose, I was in Toyota factory in Japan for about 6 to 7 months. One day, while having lunch, I was discussing with one of the Japanese, that is Toyota managers, about the body engineering, because I am a specialist in vehicle body engineering. So I complimented him by saying that you design very good car bodies. But he told no. We develop very good design engineers and they design good car bodies. So the main thing is the person. That is the same thing here. When we see a good research, when we see a good output, we should not forget the green room. We should not see that before that particular research was developed, there was another person got developed with the intellectual traits. Unless that person getting developed, he is not going to create a high impact research. That is what critical thinking is all about. What is that green room work? What is the way in which this thinking happening in his or her brain? That is what I am showing here. You must apply intellectual standards. There are 10 intellectual standards. To the elements of reasoning, there are 8 elements of reasoning. So that you develop intellectual traits, there are 8 intellectual traits. These intellectual traits develop high impact research. Let me show you this one by one. These are all the intellectual standards. When you are a researcher, even if you are going to use it with the AI, your brain, your thinking should go through these intellectual standards. These are all the filters. These are all the amplifiers which is working in our brain. I will read it out because you may not be read this from your screen unless you use a very big monitor. So let me show you what are all intellectual standards according to critical thinking framework. Intellectual standards are clarity, accuracy, relevance, logicality, breadth, depth, precision, significance, completeness, fairness. Anything you think should go through these filters. Clarity, its accuracy, its relevance, its logicality, etc., etc. Now let us go to the 8 elements of reasoning. 8 elements of reasoning are purpose, questions, information, concepts, point of view, inferences, assumptions, implications. These are the elements of reasoning. And then what are all intellectual traits? Intellectual traits are intellectual courage, intellectual humility, intellectual integrity, intellectual empathy, intellectual autonomy, intellectual perseverance, fair-mindedness, confidence in reason. These are all intellectual traits. Now, let me take you to the next one. It is about the elements of reasoning. Now, let us say like this. Clarity in research through ChatGPT means whatever research topic you have, you can find clarity through ChatGPT. Similarly, through accuracy through ChatGPT, relevance through ChatGPT. In the same way, when you are coming to this thing, purpose through ChatGPT, you can do this analysis. I will explain to you this particular the mechanism later. Now let us show you one thing. There are 5 to 6 ways you can think about clarity. You can similarly many ways you can think about purpose. So when you are doing a critical thinking for a research, your thinking happens like this: clarity of purpose, accuracy of purpose, relevance of purpose, logicality of purpose, breadth of purpose, depth of purpose, precision of purpose, significance of purpose, completeness of purpose, fairness of purpose. Similarly, there is total permutation and combination. So in this, we have seen that there are 2,200 plus ways of thinking pathways. When you are very good in thinking, that is what we call Einstein style of thinking. Einstein style of thinking pathways, something around 2,200 crisscross ways of thinking. So let me show you. This is what the secret. If you are seeing about any research, I wanted to tell you that this is what we received from top professors of Ivy League universities. They specifically say research is happening here. Research is not happening any other place. Our research is happening, high impact research is happening here. This is what the main core of this. Now, how to apply this? Let me go ahead with this. For example, here we are talking about purpose. Clarity of purpose. It is all closing like this. Now see, which are all the ways in which ChatGPT will help. And from here, there is one more branching out. So this branching out of thinking, now here itself, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the 6 itself, 5 each. 5 each is branching, 5 or 6 each. So these are all ways of thinking. These are all ways of thinking which is actually making, these are the foundations of high impact research. This is the place we fail because this is the thing we are not taught. Now, this is the thing actually we can use with the ChatGPT. Now, let me show you how this can be. I am going to show you one particular platform. That is a platform called Viana. That is Viana. It is for high impact research platform. This means whatever possibility is required for making a high impact research, everything put it into one. Now I am going to show you Viana here. Now let me go back to that. Just a minute. Just a minute. Excuse me, can you see the screen, Viana?
Yes,
Okay.
that is visible.
See, I am going to show you one platform called Viana. It is specifically designed for Indian research scholars for creating high impact research by making use of research methodology, artificial intelligence, prompt engineering, and applied critical thinking. Means it's a combination of everything what we were missing. What we were missing so far. I repeat, it's a combination of research methodology, artificial intelligence, applied critical thinking, and prompt engineering. This is combined for making research high impact and faster. Now I enter to this. Here you will see that what are all the things an ideal AI-based research platform should have. It is not like taking a mosquito and killing with it is not like taking mosquito and killing with a hammer. It is about the ideation. It is about how to think about the research. It is about how to formulate a good research problem. It is about how to craft a good hypothesis. Everything, all the problems faced by Indian research scholars, everything is covered A to Z under one platform with artificial intelligence. So I wanted to congratulate you because you are one of the first few to see such an innovation. So I will explain to you how does this work. Now this is the best practice. I wanted to tell you before going before proceeding the creator. This is a 92 member team of professors and great researchers of the world. They combined this thing, their 1 year effort for developing Viana. This is not a shortcut of any of the best research practices. All the best research practices kept as it is. So with that we are using the artificial intelligence. So you will see how it is done. For example, this thing, embrace iterative process. Viana follows iterative process, leveraging critical thinking skills, utilizing uninterrupted research flow. I will show you this thing one by one. So this follows a 12-step research methodology systematically, and it has got even Indian knowledge system. You will see here in the end, IKS. These are all specifically for, according to NEP 2020 and according to new directions, how to use Indian knowledge system for high impact research and for interdisciplinary research. So before going further of this 12-step research methodology, I will first take you and show you the magic here, 00. That is instant validation of your idea spark for research and publication. I will tell you this. You know, in every campus, there are two types of research scholars. One type, they have little idea what to do research. Second type, they have got great interest in certain domains, but they don't know what to research. They always go behind the guides and say, please tell me what to research. This is the type. Now, Viana is taking care of these two type of research scholars from the beginning. I will tell you here. Now, in the beginning, it is 00. It is a step 00. Instant validation of your idea spark for research and publication. Just imagine, while taking a shower, while having breakfast, while speaking to friend, you got a research idea spark. Just to come to Viana and put it here, one idea spark. It is on the left hand side, you will see a column, iteration input. On the right hand side, you will see a column, iteration output. On the left hand side, iteration input, there are three text boxes. First text box, you put what is your idea spark. Second text box, you write which domain it belongs, this idea belongs. If it is an interdisciplinary, you can put comma and you can write more number of disciplines. Third, you write what is the objective or intended. Madam, are you able to see the slide 00? Madam, please answer. Then there is, I can see step 2. But you please see there on the top left hand side, you will see on the top left hand side before Vignana, there is 00 instant validation of your idea spark. Okay. Now, this is what instant ideation of your idea. I will tell you what is the requirement. Earlier days, only for validation of an research idea, people used to spend 5 months, 6 months. They used to waste their golden time 5 to 6 months only to see whether should I pursue this particular research. And after that much time, they used to drop it. This is the way the research used to go for 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. This is an instant idea spark. Within 30 minutes, within 20 minutes, you can actually see what is the value. You can make a validation of your idea, everything. So only 3 inputs you have to give on the left-hand side. That is, what is your idea spark? What is your idea spark? Second is from which domain it is. Third one is what is the intended output of this, or what is the object of this research. You just give these 3 and then come on the right hand side and you click first button, originality assessment. Within few seconds, Vignana will give you the originality assessment. Within few seconds, Vignana will give you the originality assessment of your idea spark. It will even give a score out of 10. Then it will give the reason for why if it is getting 6.5 out of 10 for validation, it will explain why this 6.5 as a reason. Then it will ask several questions back to the researcher, and this type of thing will help the researcher for iteration. Because Vignana has got certain important algorithms built into this. First algorithm is for this particular thing. Please remember, there are 2200 plus Einstein level thinking pathways are built into this. 2200 plus Einstein level thinking pathways are built into this. There is a Socratic questioning mechanism built into this. Suppose Socrates was your guide. What are the type of the questions he is going to ask you? The Socratic questioning mechanism. There are interdisciplinary research. I will tell you so many innovative things applied for patent things given on Vignana. So once you are giving 3 inputs there on the left hand side, you click here, originality assessment. Value proposition. Vignana will tell you immediately if you are going to pursue this particular research, what is the value? What is the value proposition? Then application spectrum. It will give you the sum of the application which you never imagined with this particular idea spark. Then research question formulation. If you decide to pursue this particular idea spark, what are all the possible research question? What are all the possible research question? Then there is literature synopsis. Literature synopsis in the sense, based on this particular idea spark, what are all the literature available from various places? Vignana will create a synopsis and give to you. Then hypothesis generation. If you decide to pursue this particular idea, what type of hypothesis you can? Viana will give you at least 8 to 10 hypotheses to you. Then resource compilation. If you are going to pursue this research, what are the resources you need? Then scale projection. If you are going for this research, what are the scales in which you can do this research? Then stakeholder mapping. It is specifically for getting funding. Means who are all the stakeholders, who are all the people getting affected, and in what way it is going to benefit them. Then it is coming to impact analysis. Everybody wants, actually our objective itself, we want to develop high impact research. So this is impact analysis, the impact analysis of your research idea. Then metacognitive inquiry and questions. Means what are the type of the questions a guide must be asking you. These are the things like a Socratic questioning. A research scholar will be pushed to the corner and made to work, made to go deep. And my boss used to tell that when you dig deeper, you will get diamonds. So here the main purpose is that every research scholar should get diamonds. So that is what metacognitive inquiry questions. Then comes this one. Then comes this one, interdisciplinary exploration. See, now the world is for interdisciplinary research. With this particular idea spark, what are the type of the interdisciplinary research you can do? Then here, engaging pitch construction. You know what? One very funny thing. Most of the researchers, they do not know how to explain their research in an interesting way to somebody. That is the reason most researchers, they look dumb like this. Therefore, Viana will even give the researcher how to explain your research to the rest of the world. Then ethical consideration, methodological advisor, validation strategy, data visualization ideas, collaboration opportunities, portable funding strategies, publication venues, long-term visioning with this particular thing. Now just imagine, you just came out of bathroom, while having shower, you got an idea spark. You just see how many minutes you require to take a decision whether to pursue this or not. And every research, every inquiry, it is actually going to expand your horizon. Within 10 minutes, you can take a decision. Now you see, no, you know about serendipity. Similarly, when that real idea comes to you, don't lose any of the ideas. Every idea you bring to Vignana and you try, and you will see all the details, what are the ways in which you will. This is only the tip of the iceberg of Vignana. That is the reason this is 0-0. We reached only 0-0. If any of the participant, if you can give me one idea spark and this domain, I will show you here itself. Okay, now because we are running out of time, because so many things to. Okay, 1 minute. There was one thing. The chat has appeared and gone. I could not see that. This. Actually, I am not able to see chat because my screen is full. Okay, okay.
So I think then you can take it at the end. You continue.
I'm not able to see the chat. That's the reason.
I think it's covered by this screen, maybe.
Yeah. 1 minute. Okay, understood.
Okay.
So now I can see the chat. I request any of you, please give me 3 inputs. 3 input in the sense, first, what is the idea spark? Second is which domain it belongs. Third is what is the intended outcome of that research. Please give me these 3 information. I will put it on ChatGPT. No, I will put it on Viana. I will show you how it works. See, there is a question from Kayur, yes, Sahasrabudhe, sir, but one thing, that is very simple. Design thinking for a leather, that is very simple. Please give me something tough. Please give me something tough. It really, because Vidyana is looking for really tough things. See, social media is not a research idea. See, carbon extraction from atmosphere, that is not, okay. Okay, neuro financial behavior. Okay, that is Sakir Alam. But please give me which is the domain, and please give me which is the domain, and please give me the intended outcome. Shall I put like this, neuro financial behavior of young adults? I do not know because it is not my domain. So I will write psychology, okay, because our time is running out. And I will write this on expected outcome as policy making for policy making for education and banking. Okay. I am going to show you this on Vijnana on the first idea spark. I do not know because this field is not mine. Neuro financial behavior of young adults. And the domain or field of study relevant to the idea, I am writing psychology. And objective expective outcome, I am writing as recommendation for financial literacy education. Okay, now this is what? Financial, okay. Please understand, I have given 3 inputs here for instant validation of the idea. That is idea spark is given, domain is given, recommendation for financial, this is given. Now I am going to click originality assessment, clicking. Now it has come, please wait, iteration is in process. Please understand, this has got a 2200 plus Einstein level thinking pathways. Therefore, it is taking time. It is thinking. Vijnana is thinking. And after certain thinking, it will give the most relevant information to us. Even though there are 2200 plus ways of thinking pathways, it gives like this. Please wait, iteration is in progress.
So you're not sharing your screen. Would you like to share your screen?
Means you can you see Vijnana's screen?
No, not now. It's
Oh.
not shared.
Is it coming now?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. See, It is very good. Now Viana has given. Now Viana has given originality score 7 out of 10. The research premise at hand aims to delve into subject area that is within the domain of psychology with a specific focus on the neurofinancial behavior of young adults. The encapsulation of the topic is unique enough since it integrates neuroscience, finance, and age-specific behavior, proposing an intriguing amalgamation of various disciplines. Something, and now you please understand, it is giving an originality score of 7 out of 10. It gives all explanation, and in the end, please see here, it is this Viana is asking back 5 questions to the research scholar. Means Viana will never end. Viana is asking back. It has got a Socraterial questioning feedback system. This Socraterial questioning, that means you have got a permanent instant research guide with you. Means every time questioning back. Viana is a research guide, never ever gets satisfied. Viana always tell research scholar to do more and more. It is based on the tightening. It will tighten and goes and making the research scholar to do more and more. And Viana has got another important thing. When you go further, when you are reaching into various levels of research methodology, Viana will start giving researcher ideas for publication. That means new and original ideas for publication, Viana will start giving back to the research scholar or to the faculty member. That means the faculty members or the research scholars, they get continuous ideas for new and original research. Now, this is a thing, I am closing this particular window here. In the same way, we can get all these things within 10 seconds, 20 seconds. So therefore, even if you need not go for all 21 iteration outputs here, you need to go only about maybe half, 10 or 12. Within that time, you will get a complete validation. You will get a complete picture of if you are going for with a research like this, what is going to be, how it is going to be your research. Okay, sir, want to see the research question. Okay, I am going to and I am going to click here research question formulation. I am clicking here. One of the participants wants to see the what are all the research question. See, now you see, based on the given idea spark and the relevant context, the following research questions are formulated. What are the key factors influencing? What are the key factors influencing the neurofinancial behaviors of young adults? See, it has given five research questions and explanation and reasoning, then few pointers that can improve your research better. So, because Viana is working on iteration, it is working on iteration. You can gain the knowledge from here. You can go back and change the iteration input. Then you will get a better output. Then you go back and change the input. This particular iteration continues. That is the way we are raising the level of our research. We are not going to do that old type of research. We are going to do high impact research. That is what the purpose of Viana. That is the reason about 92 great professors joined together and they made Viana. That is the reason. Now let me close this one. Now I am going to the next one. Identify a research topic. Okay, this is a question. With good prompting, can we get it from ChatGPT? You cannot get. You cannot get, because there are certain algorithms are built into this, and there are total critical thinking algorithm is built into this. Einstein level thinking pathways are built into this. Socratorial questioning system is built into this. Similarly, about 8 to 10 new innovations like this, these systems are built into this. It is not in the ability of human, or at least we can say that the people like us, we have grown through the system here. It will never come to our mind. Therefore, Viana. That is the reason we need Viana. Okay, I am going to the next. That is instant identifying a research topic. I request everyone to look here. Please look here. Now we are coming to the second step. That is starting from scratch. Identification of a research topic. Research, this is for the research scholars. They are interested in certain domains, but they don't know what to do research. Please see the iteration inputs are more. There are some 20 iteration inputs are there. Iteration outputs are this much. What are all the iteration input? I will read for you. Academic field of interest. Academic field of interest 2. Academic field of interest 3. Passion or hobby. Then extracurricular activities. Current knowledge, expertise, studies completed. Research skills. Physical capabilities. Time availability. If you are a full-time researcher, you can always say that I am available 10 hours for the next 3 years. Next 3 years. Funding resources, research goals, ethical boundaries, collaborative potential. Once you are giving all these type of details about you, details about your interest, details about your what are all the potential funding, about your institution, when you are giving all these things, and just to go and click the first button, research idea suggestion, idea validity analysis, originality verification, you get complete details of your research thing in a total, it is in a superhuman way. You will get this entire thing within maximum 10 minutes. So this is the power of Viana from the starting, that is helping the research scholar to what to do research. Now I am coming to another magic of this. Another magic of this. Please see here, critical thinking AI and for you. This is an image. See, now you please see this one. This is specific. This is a very specific. These are the type of magic Viana does for doing the high impact research. This is something which is not available. None of the things of Viana available anywhere, because everything is new. It's an innovation. So here you see this particular graph. You have seen there earlier in my presentation. That is intellectual standards, elements of reasoning, intellectual traits. Now you are getting this. Just imagine this. Anything very tough concept you do not understand at all, where any tough concept under the sun, you write here concept, idea, theory to be analyzed on the iteration input. You just write here any concept under the sun which is very, very difficult to understand. You write here and you come to the left hand side, click clarity. There is a saying in English, you do not know a concept unless you can explain it in 6 different ways. 6 different ways. So here what is happening? Here you write the concept, idea or theory on the left hand side. Let it be very tough. You click on clarity. Viana will explain that concept in a clear way with various examples. Like it is like very easy for you. Similarly, write anything, any concept, you click the accuracy here. it will show you whatever that concept, how accurate it is. It will do the deconstruction. It will exactly explain what is that. Now write the same thing for relevance. Click it here. This is the thing. Now onwards, if you have Vijnana, you will have information about everything. Means even the toughest thing which is very difficult for anyone to explain to you. Now I will tell you another magic. Here the first text box was for writing one concept and you put clarity. Now you write another concept here on the second one. Then you click clarity. Do you know what is the magic happening? Vijnana will integrate concept 1 and concept 2. Blend means it will extract the insight from concept 1, blend it with the insight of concept 2. Then it will do the clarity of that. Similarly, there is a third one. You can put one more complex because these are all innovations are coming by joining things together. So you can put different concepts here one by one. Then these concepts are getting integrated. This integrated concept is getting evaluated. So this integrating the concept, you know that, you know, the things like biotechnology, biomedical engineering or instrumentation, all these things are cross-functional, interdisciplinary domains. Our state governments, our central government, everyone is pushing interdisciplinary research. Vijnana is exactly the thing for that. Here you can get the concept thing and getting this clarity, accuracy, relevance, purpose, question. Means that exactly you will get the idea behind it. Now I am going one by one. Let me see the time first. Already we are about 8:48, and I know that in the northeast it will be really dark. So let me go next. Literature review. Exactly same. So far, what are the information you have? You put here, and then you get the literature review of that. In the literature review on the iteration output, you are seeing there are two sections. One section 9 outputs on the top and something about 12 outputs here in the bottom. The top outputs are based on Bloom's taxonomy's cognitive, that is K3 and K4 level, that is apply and analysis level. And the bottom ones are based on Bloom's taxonomy's K5, K6 and metacognitive level. You remember I explained the metacognitive. Metacognitive. So therefore, you will see like this. Anything which you are trying on metacognitive level of Vijnana, you will get, as I was telling you earlier, you will get minimum 3 new publication ideas from Vijnana with the explanation. Means Vijnana will guide you to make that paper publication. Okay. Now you will see that this is the way you will do. This is the way you will do the literature review. Now I am going to the next. This is very interesting. Formulating research problem. Now you have completed literature review and you are going to a formulation of research problem. Similarly, whatever information you gathered up to this stage, you input here on the iteration input. Then start clicking here on the right hand side. You are going to get all those information. Your first thing is that you will get a refined research problem statement. You will get at least 6 to 7 or 8 research problem, and you can choose the research problem. Or if you think that this research problem is not the thing you are, then it is going to give you that Socraterial questioning and feedback. From the Socraterial questioning and feedback, you are going to put those things into the iteration window once again. Then you are tightening it, you will get a better research problem. So this is the way Vijnana is raising your level, your institution's level, your NAC level, your NIRF level in this way. Now we are going to identifying variables. See this identifying variables. this is what happening here. You will get the same thing. Now, I need not explain one by one. I will show you identifying variables, constructing hypothesis. Now, up to variables, what are the things you have? Develop this, you put here and you click create a custom hypothesis repository. It is not going to give one hypothesis. It is going to create a hypothesis repository for you. This particular thing, hypothesis repository, in the sense you can see many hypotheses with whatever you have done so far. So with this hypothesis repository, select your hypothesis which will match your funding, which will match your future, which can be proven, which can be explained to people. Okay. Then coming to research design, then coming to study design, then data collection methods, then attitudinal scales. Okay, you know that every research is unique. Otherwise, it is not a good research. So when your research is unique, please see one important point. This is a common research methodology developed by a multidisciplinary group of professors. Because of that, we have put everything. If one stage is not applicable to you, just skip it. There is no need of a continuity. Every stage is separate, so that you can even start from anywhere. Because, for example, you have already identified variables. Come and start with the hypothesis. So there is nothing stopping you. You can start from beginning. You can start from anywhere. Now, validity and reliability, sample collection, writing a research proposal. Whatever information you have so far, put it here. First, it is giving you suggested structure of the research proposal. It is giving you the research proposal, data collection, data processing, displaying data, then research report, then preparing for YOC. It is specifically made for the research scholars. How to prepare for this particular research for YOC. Now, what are all the type of the questions you might face? All those things will be helping from here. Now, I will show you another one. It is about Indian knowledge system, that is mining the past for new knowledge. Mining the past for new knowledge. Viana knows almost all Upanishads and Vedas, everything. So you write things here, a concept, an idea, or an example of, or a product, a theorem. You write here. Viana will dig the past. Viana will show you everything related to this in the past. For example, you write microprocessor here. Viana will dig the information about microprocessor related thing from Vedas and Upanishad, and it will come and show you here. That is what here, mining the past for new knowledge. Second is building a new future, building a new future with the wisdom from the past. This is one. Third one is interdisciplinary research using Indian knowledge system. So these are the things. Viana is developed with a determination. Our country's research should go up. We need to beat China. We need to beat many other countries. We need to bring our country to the higher level, because we are 20% of world's population. We must be at least 30% of our innovations. Then only we can say that we are great. I am repeating, we are 20% of our world's population. If we are doing only 20% of world's population, we are average. We have to do 30% of world's innovation. Then we are superior. Then we are great. Viana is a major step towards that direction. That is the spirit behind Viana. Now, with that, I am concluding here, because we are already only 5 minutes left. It is already 8:55. Now, I will if there are questions, I will answer question. Otherwise, I have agreed that I will show one important point here. Important points. Okay. The first question what I have seen here is, I closed Viana. Okay, now let me answer questions here. See, I will tell you certain things about Vijnana. Vijnana uh, is a platform. It is to be installed on a computer. It can be on a LAN in your college or university, but it is to be installed on a computer because of certain very important because of technical reason. It has got a 2200 plus the thinking pathways. It has got a critical thinking engine. This critical thinking engine cannot be put on cloud, and it takes so much of time for coming to your computer. Therefore, it has to remain near to the CPU. Therefore, Vijnana is an installable software platform for a computer. That is point number one. Second point is that Vijnana is sold only to institutions. It is not for individuals to procure. And it is not a subscription model. It is actually one-time perpetual license given to the institution. It is one-time cost, and it is like and now I'll tell you the structure. You know Photoshop software. Photoshop software is a graphic editing software. It is actually sitting on Microsoft operating system. Then it is a Photoshop. Similarly, how Vijnana does, I will tell you. Basically, it has got Microsoft operating system. On the top of that, it has got a ChatGPT. On the top of that, we have got a critical thinking engine. Then we have got this about 4 more layers of various algorithms. These type of thing, like Photoshop is creating graphics, with this type of a layered algorithms, Vijnana is focusing on research. That is what the structure of Vijnana. Because Vijnana has got ChatGPT as one of the layers. What is required is any institution which is procuring and installing Vijnana, they need to take an account with the ChatGPT, and they need to pay usage fees to ChatGPT. Means nothing to be paid to the Vijnana developers. It is to be based on the usage. Exactly based on the usage, there will be a monthly fees to be paid to ChatGPT. This is what I think. With this explanation, many of the answers, questions I am answering here. Now there are certain questions. Vijnana has to be given. Okay, there is one more question. Does Vijnana is using real-time database or some stored database? See, Vijnana doesn't have any database, but you can upload a database to Vijnana. And Vijnana has got access through these algorithms. It has got access to everything with the ChatGPT for Turbo. It has got a base. So, and I wanted to tell you that some of the things, there is not one tool which can give everything. If some of the things with the Socraterial questioning and feedback, Vijnana may tell you this information you take from some other place, because that information may not be easily available, because Vijnana has got this particular thing. You may have to take some database or something from some other place, because you cannot get everything from one place. Vijnana's main thing is that all these blending of research methodology, artificial intelligence, applied critical thinking, and prompt engineering. With that, it really gives some 100, 500 times intelligence. It gives such a thinking power to the researcher. That is what missing in Indian research. So Vijnana is giving what is really missing in Indian research. Now there is one more question, that who developed the Vigyana? Vigyana is developed by a team of 92 researchers and professors and technology people from 3 continents by understanding Indian researchers' requirement. Here it is it based on Indian logic system? See, since you use the word logic, that is what the main thing of Vijnana. Because you have seen that one, Einstein level thinking pathways, 2200. And you have seen that critical thinking engine. Critical thinking engine is basically coming from the logic. And when you go the root of the logic, almost everywhere, whether it is Chinese, whether it is Korean, whether it is Greek, this logic, root of the logic, it remains same.
So somebody's asked about ChatGPT versus plagiarism. There's a
See, what language is used to develop Vigyana? Is it a Python in any way? That you can guess. Because I am not authorized to speak about the architecture of Vigyana, etc. Because specifically, I am not a technical person. Okay, Sijin, what is the question?
Yeah, somebody's asked about ChatGPT versus plagiarism.
I think during my explanation of this, I sufficiently explained that. Means how we can escape plagiarism if we properly use ChatGPT. I think I spent about 5 to 8 minutes explaining that. But if he still has got doubt, he can always call me. I will explain again. Any more questions?
No, most of the questions are about Vigyana only. I've uploaded the Vigyana into the content folder. So if anybody wants the brochure, you can download it from there. Also, the Vigyana brochure is there in the LMS. You can download it from there.
Okay, see one thing, there are certain questions about the cost of Vigyana. My request is that phone numbers are given. My request is please contact the right people so that they will explain. And this is given as a proprietor, means perpetual license. It's a perpetual license. That means institution is going to own it. There is no yearly fees or something for Vigyana, and 3 years updation will be free. And you will get only additional thing is the usage fees according to the research scholars using Vigyana, that is to be directly paid to ChatGPT. It is something like you buy a car from Toyota. Toyota is not going to fill petrol for you. Based on the usage of your car, you are going to buy petrol and fill. Okay, this is one. Neeraj Barwa, sir, is there any ethical question on the use of Vigyana for research? Nothing. Because it is actually following all ethical things. Even Vigyana will give you feedback about the ethical things about your research itself. So there is Sakir Alam sir's question. Is it possible to catch ChatGPT sentences by any software? Impossible. If you are using Vijnana type of a platform, or if you are using higher order thinking and critical thinking type and using prompt in that way, it is impossible. Otherwise, you will get caught.
It's 9:00 p.m.
Any more question?
No, most of them are asking for the pricing only.
So I wanted to tell everyone. Last 2 days we were interacting, and I could cover three areas of this. But these 3 areas I normally take in 4 days in workshop. So therefore I was going little fast, and sincere apologies for that. But I am very sure that you would have definitely gained certain things from this. And if you have got any additional thing, you have got my phone number, phone number with you. So that please don't hesitate to call me. Whatever I know, I am always ready to share with you.
Please note everybody, tomorrow will be the last day of our FTP, and tomorrow's session will be on case studies of OB implementation by Dr. Joby Sirek, and also we have OB for accreditation useful tools, best practices, and also the feedback will be taken by Dr. Mendes Jacob. Is there anything, sir, you would like to add? I don't think any questions are coming up.
Any questions from YouTube?
Let me check. No.
Okay, thank you then. Thank you for your time. You have spent 4 hours of your life here with me. So thanks a lot for that, and hope we will meet some other time.
Thank you, Dr. Suresh Nambudri, for that wonderful session. Thank you very much. Yes, we will hope to see you in another FTP.
Okay.
Please note everybody, tomorrow will be our last day of the FTP. Make sure you join it, and then you will get the details on how to download your certificate as well. All right, we will end the session for today. We will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m.